We are here at Blaine Hardwater Expo. It is nearing the end of the day on Sunday, so if you have not made it to the show, I hope you live really close. Kidding. But if you would like to still come to expos, St. Paul is coming up in, 2 or 3 weekends, and it is a great show. If you cannot make it here today, you will be able to see Ace Custom Rods there. So we're here with Stu, and tell us about yourself and your rods.
Yeah, as she said, Stuart Manning. I own Ace Custom Rods, and I make all these rods here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in my shop. These are made from blanks that I've designed myself and have produced. And this year I've got some new offerings like handles and wide bands for holding reels on.
So everybody is really familiar with, there's a few brands that have different bands out there. There's also like the castration bands that you can get from different places. Sometimes colors are really limited, and sometimes that makes a difference for an angler. Also, the usability of the bands can be a little bit different. So tell us about yours, because you have some unique colors and a nice feel to the band.
They're very elastic, very stretchy. They all glow in the dark as well. Just these 3 colors. Now I've got another one coming in, a multicolored band coming. But yeah, it was difficult finding just the right size that had. They're large enough to fit on the handles easily, but also held the rods very tightly, so you don't have a lot of play in the handle. And it works just fine with 2. If you want to add more colors, you can add more bands, but
well, and what you're saying is a really important feature, because sometimes when you put your bands on, and sometimes you just hook into a great fish, and when you set that hook upwards, it has happened where, you know, that reel kind of bounces in that little bit of a grip, and first of all, nobody likes to pinch their hand, and second of all, you know, that really throws you off as an angler when you do set that hook. So to have a band here that's not going to stretch, that's a unique color and even glows, that's a really, really fun thing. And then as far as your rods themselves, you know, you had kind of mentioned it, but these are blanks that only you make for your products, so you're not just going to find these at every booth around. Also, walking up and just looking at all of the display here, a lot of really eye-catching colors. You know, if you want something that matches your suit, or you want like a pink tip, that is the nice thing, is you will be able to find that. The other thing that you mentioned is that the blank also can glow in the dark.
I have 2 blanks this year that will glow in the dark. The panfish or power noodle. It has very light, almost spring bobber-like tip. And new for this year is glass medium light. So more of your walleye, jumbo perch, slab crappie type jig. It's going to be a little softer action. And as you mentioned, they both glow in the dark. I also have a carbon ultralight, a carbon medium light, and a carbon medium that I offer. It's going to give you a little bit more of a sensitive feel, a crisper jigging action. And they all have fast actions, so you get to that power and that bigger backbone for fighting any fish that you might come across.
The thing that I like about this, though, is glow in the dark isn't just like a fun feature, because I imagine when I go out and I'm catching crappies, it's always right at that time in dusk when they really start to bite, and then especially as the sun is setting. And sometimes if you don't have a way to light up your rod, if you're not going to use a headlamp, it's really, really hard to see those light bites as it gets dark. If you do have the ability to have a glow-in-the-dark rod, you can still see when that rod is wiggling around or when you get that light bite. So if you're the kind of person who stays out into dark, or you might have a hard shack that you want to leave and still search around at night, this is a great option for that.
Yeah, even the new modern fish houses that are insulated and have thick walls are not getting much light penetration. Sometimes you're fishing in low light, and that's can help you see those bites.
So for people who can still make it to Blaine, we are kind of in the back corner of this room, also with the Ice Fishing Minnesota booth. So don't pass by, and come and check out these rods. And you will also be in St. Paul?
Yes, I will be. I'll have a booth upstairs at the Roy Wilkins Auditorium.
Awesome. And then for people who cannot make it to any of the shows, where do they find you?
I have a website, acecustomrods.com, and I also do a lot of updating and feature stuff on Facebook page, Ace Custom Rods.
Ace Custom Rods, check them out, or we'll see you on the ice.